Reaction feels natural. That's why it's dangerous. The undisciplined mind reacts first and thinks later, if it thinks at all. Emotion rises, impulse follows, action happens, no filter, no pause, no strategy, and then the damage is done. Reaction is not strength. Reaction is exposure. When you react, you reveal control to the outside world. You announce that something external can move you, trigger you, redirect you. That's the key. The world doesn't need to defeat you if it can provoke you. Most people are not controlled by others directly. They are controlled through reaction. A comment, a delay, a rejection, a problem, and suddenly their mood shifts, their focus breaks, their discipline collapses. You have a choice, but reaction disguises itself as honesty, as authenticity, as being real. That's a lie the undisciplined mind tells itself. Real power is not saying what you feel. Real power is choosing what you express. It's not about emotion, it's about discipline. The disciplined mind does not eliminate emotion, it delays it, directs it, uses it. Reaction wastes emotion. Response uses it. That's the difference. Watch how reactive people live. They argue online with strangers. They explain themselves unnecessarily. They rush decisions under pressure. They burn bridges out of pride. Then they say life is unfair. No, life is neutral. Their reactions made it difficult. Every reaction trains your nervous system to stay chaotic. Every pause trains it to stay calm, and the nervous system decides your ceiling. That's the key. You cannot think clearly while reacting. You cannot plan while emotional. You cannot lead while triggered. Reaction narrows your vision. It makes small things feel big. Temporary problems feel permanent. This is why disciplined people look unbothered. They are not emotionless. They are trained. They understand something most people never learn. The first emotion is automatic. The second action is optional. You have a choice, but you must claim it. When something happens, pause, not for minutes, for seconds. That pause is the line between discipline and regret. Most mistakes are not made because of lack of knowledge. They are made because of lack of delay. People know better. They just don't pause long enough to act better. That's the key. Reaction gives relief. Response gives results. Reaction feels good now. Response pays later. The undisciplined mind chooses now. The disciplined mind chooses later. This is why Napoleon Hill emphasized self-control as a core principle. Without it, desire becomes chaos, ambition becomes impatience, effort becomes burnout. You don't need their permission to slow down. You don't need approval to remain calm. You don't need validation to stay silent. Silence after provocation is advanced discipline. When someone tries to rush you, slow down. When someone tries to pressure you, pause. When someone tries to provoke you, observe. You are not obligated to react. That's the key. Reaction makes you predictable. Predictable people are easy to manipulate. Calm people are unreadable. Unreadable people are powerful. If someone knows exactly how you'll react, they can control the outcome. If no one can predict you, you control the game. This applies to business, to relationships, to conflict, to opportunity. Every high-level decision requires emotional distance. Distance creates clarity. Clarity creates leverage. But the undisciplined mind hates distance. It wants expression, release, immediate discharge. That's weakness dressed up as honesty. Strength is restraint. You have a choice. The next time emotion rises, don't act. Name it. This is anger. This is fear. This is impatience. Naming creates separation. Separation creates control. Then ask one question. What action benefits my future self? Not your ego. Not your pride. Not your comfort. Your future. That's the key. Reaction keeps you trapped in the present moment. Response connects you to the future. Reactive people are always cleaning up messes. Disciplined people are building momentum. Momentum comes from consistency. Consistency comes from control. And control begins with the refusal to react. You will not win every battle. But you don't need to. You only need to win the internal one. The one between impulse and discipline. Every time you pause, instead of reacting, you reinforce a new identity. I am someone who controls myself. That identity compounds. Over time, fewer things trigger you. Less energy is wasted. More focus is available. And focus is currency. Reaction drains it. Discipline multiplies it. That's the pattern. You don't need their permission to be composed. You don't need circumstances to be calm. You decide. You have a choice. Reaction is the language of the undisciplined mind. Silence is the language of strength. Response is the language of mastery. You are not here to live at the mercy of every emotion. You are here to direct them. And this is only the beginning. Because once you stop reacting, you start seeing clearly. And clarity creates something rare: power. You've learned why reaction keeps people average. Now it's time to understand what replaces it. Gone controlled, unshaken.